I attract money, wealth is in my reach. I got everything I want and everything I need. I keep my mind open, abundance overflows. I budget right and I know where all my money goes. I am debt free and money works for me. Money in my sleep, a magnet for prosperity.
What up, kingdom builders? Welcome back to my channel. I am Ebony Evaughn, your favorite business coach in these internet streets. I coach corporate professionals and first-time entrepreneurs on how to turn their skills, their talents, and expertise into profitable online businesses. Welcome to Soul Struck Land. This is my internet home where I help you to go from confused to the ethical, cash generating boss that we both know you are meant to be. In today's video, I'm going to give you some daily routines that you need in your life in 2022, okay? So people ask me all the time, like, Ebony, how do you do it all? How are you always, like, I literally plan my social media content 4 weeks at a time. I do my YouTube video content. I have a video day where I record all of my YouTube videos, batch record. I do a couple of reels. I do stories, all in a batch video day session. And I'm just overall a very structured person. I need routines in order to stay on track and get things done. And so in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a little peek into some of my daily routines, but I'm also going to share with you daily routines that you need in your life and business so that you can stay on track and be very productive, get stuff done, and take care of yourself as well, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm giving you 5 daily routines that you need in your life and business in 2022. And number 1 is going to be a morning routine. So when I say morning routine, I'm not talking about your skincare routine. You wake up, you know, you do your little exfoliation or whatever. You do your makeup and get ready for the day. No, you need a productive morning routine so that you can actually jump start your day. So what my morning routine typically kind of entails is, first things first is I jump straight out of bed in the morning when I get up. When I get out of the bed, the first thing that I do is I make my bed up. I have done this since I was a little kid. I had a military daddy that ain't play those games. So literally when I got out of the bed, I always had to make it up. And one thing that my dad always told me is, like, when you make your bed up, it's like accomplishing a task, right? You're already checking something off of your to-do list, and so that builds momentum going in through the day. So that's something that I've done since I was little that I still continue to do to this day, and it definitely helps to jumpstart my day when the first thing I do is make my bed when I jump out of it. Something else that's a part of my morning routine is when I get up in the morning, I typically like to do low energy tasks or tasks that don't require a lot of brain power. So for me, that is pretty much checking emails. I will follow up on emails that are pending or outstanding. I will check in on tasks or notes that I may have from my VA. My VA is actually in Nigeria, so there's like I think 7 or 8 hour time difference. So sometimes overnight she may send me emails or she may pin notes to me that I need to respond to. So I typically do that first thing in the morning when I wake up. And then I respond to social media comments on Instagram and YouTube. I try to go and respond to as many comments as I can. But those are pretty much the first things that I do when I get up in the morning, and that helps me to kind of stay on task and jumpstart my day so that I'm set up for productivity. What your morning routine will look different depending on the type of person you are. Some people are the type of people where it's like, I need to get the big heavy stuff done first, and then I'm the type of person where it's like, look, give me a small easy task that I could do that make me feel like I done did something already, and then that helps me to build momentum to be able to go into other things. But you definitely need a productive morning routine. In addition to your morning routine, you need to have a prayer routine. So that may be actually included in your morning routine for some people, but for me those are actually two separate things. As a Christian entrepreneur, I feel like it's very important for you to have a personal relationship with God, and that you are allowing God to be your co-counsel when it comes to how you're operating your business, how you're operating from day to day, how you're showing up in your business, the products and services that you have, how you're marketing. Like, you should be taking all of that to God and letting him help lead and guide you in your business. And so for me, my prayer routine is actually at 4:30 a.m. Yes, I said a.m. in the morning. I did not choose this time. It is God. This is when he called me, okay? I would rather get up at 7, but this is a time that God has set aside for me. So I have a 4:30 prayer routine where I basically get up, I'll read my Bible or my Jesus Calling, and I basically just use this time to share with God what's on my heart, what's on my mind, and I also leave space and time for God to be able to pour into me and just love on me, download ideas, you know, or whatever. Like, that 4:30 time slot is basically when I have for prayer, devotion, all wrapped up in once. And then after I do that, I typically go back to bed, and then I get up around 7 o'clock or so. But that is just me. You may be someone who you do prayer as soon as you wake up in the morning and it's part of your morning routine. For me, it just happens to be two separate things. But it is a very important routine that helps me stay put together and staying throughout the day. All right, so let's go to number 3. The third routine that you need in your life and your business is going to be some type of nighttime routine. So for me, my nighttime routine pretty much is kind of how I unwind and I let my brain know that it's time to basically start settling down for the night. I don't know about anyone else, but I have a very busy brain that is always thinking about all these different scenarios, ideas, possibilities. Like, my brain, I wish I could take like a picture of my brain, and it's just like, it's a lot going on up there all the time. So for me, what I like to do is, once I know I'm done for the day, I do like to take baths. I like to sit in the tub and soak in my lemongrass and my bubble bath. So basically what I'll do is I'll take a bath, and typically while I'm in the bathtub, I will listen to either some type of like the Calm app where it just plays meditation music, or I'll listen to a book on Audible. But basically, I listen to that during my bath time, and then once I get out, I'll do my nighttime skin routine. I like to take my face steamer and then just do my skincare. And then once I get in bed, I have a little notepad where I'll jot down notes. I'll brain dump. I told y'all my brain is very busy. So everything that probably came, business ideas, things I need to do, whatever comes up when I'm in the bathtub, I typically will write it down once I get into the bed. And then I also like to make a to-do list for what I plan to do the next day. Now, I don't always end up doing everything on my to-do list, or other things may come up, but I feel like I can actually lay down and have peace of mind and sleep better when I actually write down my to-do list for the next day, and I kind of just like get all of those tasks out of my head. And so it's like, all right, we already know what we're doing, so let's not worry about this. Let's go ahead and get some peaceful sleep. So that's just me. Let me know in the comments, are you guys like that? Do you have a to-do list that you keep beside your bed or a notepad? And then if you find that you do a brain dump before you go to bed, do you feel like you sleep better? If it's something you never tried, let me know as well. If you give it a try, let me know how it works out for you down in the comments below. So let's go ahead and get into the fourth routine that you're going to need. And I kind of touched on this already in the nighttime routine, but this is going to be a planning routine. If you want to be your most productive self, you need some type of planning system that will help you to actually stay organized, be productive, and keep you on track. It doesn't matter what type of planning system you use. For some people, you may want to have an app where you can track your tasks, your to-do list, and it kind of keeps you productive. You guys know that one app that I use all the time is Trello, but in addition to Trello, I actually have a physical planner that I use as well. You guys know, if you don't know, now you know. I have my Christian Entrepreneur Planner where I actually use to track all of my to-do lists, what I have to do on a weekly basis. And don't worry, I will do a separate video that shows you guys how I actually use my Christian Entrepreneur Planner. But even if you don't have a planner, you may be the type of person that likes to have like a big whiteboard or something where you can drop down a list of everything that you need to do, and then you can either erase it or you can scratch it out or put a check mark by it so that you can actually see that you're accomplishing tasks and getting stuff done. But you definitely want to have some type of planning routine that helps you to stay on track day to day and week to week. Let me know if you guys want to see a planning video, and I will show you literally my entire planning routine of how I get stuff done. Let me know in the comments if that is something that you want to see. But let's go ahead and jump into number 5, the 5th daily routine that you need in your life. And that is going to be some type of wellness routine. Now, I'm not going to call it a workout routine because everyone's needs are going to be different. You guys know I recently fractured my ankle, so I'm not currently at the point to where I'm able to just go to the gym and work out as I used to. But I do still go to physical therapy 3 times a week, and I spend an hour in there doing some type of physical activity just to kind of get my ankle back in shape, so I'm not really working out. But depending on your needs, you may be someone who needs to work out and move your body 3 to 4 times per week. You may be someone who maybe working out isn't your thing, but you are on a health journey where you want to have better nutrition. You want to have a healthier lifestyle by what you're actually putting in your body. That is also me as well. I used to be like on primarily like 80% vegan diet, but when I actually had my injury, my mom was here helping me out for a while, so my 80% vegan diet went to like 100% American diet, traditional American diet again. So now that I'm getting back to normal, I am trying to get back into my vegan diet. So what really helps me with that is I pretty much plan my groceries. I do grocery pickup once a week where I'll do my order online, then I just have to go pick it up. I do have a meal delivery service. I use Home Chef. I've used them for like 4 years, where basically I order groceries by every Friday, and then I get 3 meals from Home Chef every single week. And then I also have a private chef that typically comes maybe once a week, every other week, and will actually prepare a meal for me. And so one thing about transitioning to veganism is it can be hard when you don't know what to cook. So for me, I found that just hiring a personal chef that I can say, hey, I'm trying to have this vegan diet, and then instead of me having to figure out what to cook, then my chef will basically just prepare meals based on my needs, and that actually helps me to stay on track. The next routine that you need to incorporate into your business and your life is going to be a work routine, aka some type of office hours. Whether you are a 9-to-5er and you are building your business as a side hustle, or if you're like me and you're a full-time entrepreneur, you need to have set office hours where you're actually working day to day. If you're like me and you're a full-time entrepreneur, I have a set Monday through Thursday work schedule where I work 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and then sometimes on Fridays when I feel like it, or some days I may work past 1 o'clock just because I feel like it, right? But I do have dedicated work hours where I am showing up for my business every day during those hours. Even if you are someone who you have a side hustle, you have a 9-to-5 job, then you still want to set work hours. Maybe you work 2 hours before your scheduled official 9-to-5 work hours, or after you get off work every day. Maybe you don't want to work on your business during the week and you're just going to set aside 8 hours or 10 hours on the weekend where you can dedicate to your business. But you need to set aside dedicated office hours for your business if you want to be able to stay on track and set yourself up for success. Okay, you need office hours. That's going to help you to build in that structure and discipline you need for when you become a full-time entrepreneur anyways, if that's something that you desire. So there you have it. That is my 6 routines that you need in 2022. Let me know down in the comments which one of these routines are you going to work on implementing first. Do you already have some of these routines set up in your life? How are they working out for you? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, sharing is caring. So if you know of additional routines or different tricks, productivity hacks that can help us to stay consistent, then drop those down in the comments below this video as well. Thanks so much for stopping by my internet home. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you turn on those notifications so you will be the first one to be notified when I upload a new video next week. In the meantime, feel free to check out these 2 videos right here, this playlist right here if you're really about that life. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.